Hey, Kickoff here. Today we got the November title update in the game. Looks to be one of the more significant ones this year. So we're going to go through it. We're going to test the gameplay changes. I'll go over, the franchise, that kind of stuff, the duo, squad duo changes. But the on-the-field stuff we want to test out, see. They buffed some things like cover 4. They nerfed other things like contain blitzes and whatnot. So we're going to go through all that in this video. Show it on the field. And I'll give you some my initial thoughts on it. I've been testing it for a little bit. So let's go right into it. The November title update. I'm going to skip past the key highlights because we're going to go through them in a little bit. Franchise updates. So this, like I said, it's not gameplay, but nice franchise update. So we're going to kind of skip right past this. I'll put this link to the blog in the description if you want to go through them yourselves. I'm not going to read it off because I feel like you guys can read. If not, I apologize. I would Google another YouTuber's video that's just going to read it off for you. Gameplay updates to playbooks. Now, Clint said on the broadcast this morning for the Mutt daily drops that before they had to hard code the plays into the game. So this update allowed them to do more updates on the fly, or allow them to. So he said even on a weekly basis they could add it in and kind of just a small update without having to go through a title update like they had to go through this time. So that's nice, that flexibility. We'll see how frequently we get them. If it's a weekly basis, that's really cool. Every couple weeks, still cool. If it was once every few months, it's a little slow for me. But if it's once every few months, I hope it's big changes. But that's kind of where we're at right now. I want to talk about what they added with the split back formations to the West Coast and the balanced playbooks. All right, so here we are. I took the balanced playbook, which I think is going to be my next ebook, depending on if I like it. I'll check out the West Coast also. But I'm thinking the balance because I think more people are going to be focused on the West Coast because of its great gun bunch. And you guys know my version of gun bunch because it's been meta forever and everybody kind of knows it. And I like to be off meta because I'm a Madden hipster. But they added, to get back onto track, split pro, close, slot open. Now, I remember back in the day, this used to be a pretty powerhouse formation. That quick toss to 26 right there. You got dual halfback substitutions here, so you don't have to have your fullback in there. If you don't have a Franco Harris type, just throw in the dual halfback, and then you can get basically two pass catchers out of there. Because the problem with this formation, you'll see it when I get to the field. Actually, I'll just show it quick. This is an issue that I've seen. Watch how slow this handoff takes. I guess this is use check. I screwed this up, but look how slow this it allows the defenses, because the defense is all reliant on block shed, and a good run means a fast handoff. All right, we'll do it this way. Wait, halfback draw, fullback belly, even this way. This way, see how slow that is? I got out there, but that's only because I had great blocking there. So it's a little slow for my taste on these things. I've seen some other people complain about it. The draw is a draw, so it's supposed to be a little bit slower. But even still, I'm going against the elites, and I am I'm going against the legends, and the offense is the elites. So they'll block shit pretty well. But yeah, look at how long it takes. I even flipped the play. You get caught by the backside pursuer on a lot of these plays. So it's tough. It's rough. The runs don't look good, but the passes do. The routes that they give you stock look really nice in the split pro. That was RB swap, not dual halfback. So this Z in route, that post route is like that post route from Pat Sale. We know how powerful that is. You have that Z in. You have the Omaha. We all know Peyton Manning's Omaha call. I mean, his was different, but this is just two quick outs. Maybe you see a blitz and you want to throw it out there quick, like a cover 3 blitz. And you can throw it out to the flats really quick with a check down slant in the middle if they end up showing 3 but covering 2 with hard flat somehow. Texas, nice little angle route. That way you don't have to have an elite route runner on your halfback. It's solid. Obviously, the tight end on a streak could be a little bit better. PA slide, I didn't try that one yet, but it looks pretty similar. Tight end sail flat. I'd rather have the tight end sail flat because of the handoff motion. Maybe the handoff motion in PA slide's glitchy, or that corner route is glitchy, but it's to be seen. Generally, PA slide isn't great in this game this year, but who knows, right? I'll try it out, I'm sure, today on stream. Tight end sail F flat. This is that crossing route there. Really good crossing route. But the problem is that it's similar action to this Z in, so you're hitting the same part of the field. So even though it's a really good crossing route, you kind of already have that action, that attacking that part of the field out of one play. So you're kind of attacking it twice. The only difference is the other routes to go along with it, with the Z in. So both of them solid. I like the FL drive post is a little bit too deep for my taste to really get in there good. Against a cover 2, it's solid though if they got no deep middle linebacker in a blue. Usually they do. It depends on how you're being hit. But with the FL drive action, the issue with that a lot of times is there's no other play in this book with that auto motion. So if they see you auto motion, you're like, oh, this is FL drive, and you're like, well, this is easy to defend since they're giving it away. Z spot. I always look for Z routes in books. Love Z routes because you can't audible to them. So you got to come stock, and they get nice. They get under a lot of like high zone coverage. Like cover 3 gets under, cover 2 gets under. So the Z spot's oftentimes very good. As we know from past Maddens, where that Z route was a staple of a lot of people's offenses. Hitting that as like a last resort, kind of last look, because it takes the longest to develop. But it's always good to have that long developing play because that way you have proper timing and looks. So the split pro passing looks pretty good with just like maybe if you the ZN, maybe if you get the elite route right on the right, then run dual crossers almost. You could also do the same action out of tight end sail left flat. So similar there. Split close, pretty solid. I haven't really tested this out. The runs look very similar in length of handoff. Like we'll test out halfback sweep. Otherwise, here it is. There it is. I'll show you the length of handoff here. I could show the other plays on the field. Like, see how long that takes? You just caught by the backside pursuit. So, it's tough. X-Drake flow. You guys know this out of split close. Like, this is like a single back variant of shotgun without no halfback wheel in this one though. But you could create a halfback wheel type audible action with the hot routes. Just where is it? Not by putting Brown on like a post. And then slanting Jones, corner routing Gronk with elite route. So you can do it with route running chems to get that same split close action. So that's nice. Something you should probably look at adding just to change up your O so they can't really predict what you're gonna do. But otherwise, bench okay. Fullback tail. I mean, that running back route looks interesting. I haven't tested that running back route yet. I only really tested the other split. So something to look at. FB trail is decent and split close too. Switches are nice. Not only if you're Adrian Peterson, but also in game. So that's a very unique route to Gronk. Kind of like a cover, a man beater. But the problem is it? Let's do Thunder Smoke. Is it good enough on a tight end who might not be fast enough to burn coverage deep on a double move? Yeah, see how he doesn't get down there quick enough. We could throw that off to flats there too. So use check out there in the flat. Solid. Those arrow routes, very nice. Split. All right, let's go here. Back to the screen. Split close. So I'll be doing this the ebook on the split close. Very nice that they added. It looks like they understand what routes are powerful in their game this year because they added them to the split pro. They added the generally powerful play. So the split slot open, basically where you have your wide receiver. You have 3 wide receivers now instead of the tight end here, where close and pro has the tight end. Slot open, so it's a 3 wide receiver set. Similar 46 Z cross, a nice little Z route there with a flat route, corner strike. Corner strike's good. Not as good as it was last year. Still okay. Mesh. I'd prefer like a mesh post. A mesh post would make this amazing. So you could go the SS pressure. See, watch this. So this is like an SS pressure. I wonder if they put this in the game to combat cover 4. I got something else for you to be cover 4 in this thing. So SS. So basically you're pressuring the strong safety into covering. That's not bad, but you just need to distract that free safety with a number 2 wide receiver. So like something like this. Oh, as we sacked. Yeah, the pass rush pressure in nickel is good. Nickel, I think, is going to be the defensive meta. We'll talk about blitzes here in a second. But yeah, look at that stop route. So that might be a cover 4 bust they put in for the game to help against it. Those look like some decent cover 4 beating routes. Where was it? All right, so here's what you do though. You'd figure out your own mesh post out of SS pressure, right? So I said that'd be cool if that mesh was mesh post. But since they give you the post route, you don't need the elite route runner for it. We'll go to cover 3 sky, drag. All of a sudden you got yourself a mesh post, right? You don't even need a late route runner. You can block. You can send guys out on wheels. Do a whole lot of things you can do. So double drag with a post route and then a wheel behind it, so that he's open. See how open he was late? So those are your reads. So yeah, there's a lot of scheming you could do out of this new set. Looks like it's got some very good stock routes. The only issue is you literally can't freaking run the ball. It really sucks. It really sucks. You can't run the ball. Split slot open. Dual halfback. Let's try a halfback dive. It's rough. It's really rough. But I do really like that they're adding these books. That one's not bad. See how quick that handoff was? That's not bad at all. Let's see if it's... Sometimes the handedness of the quarterback matters too, with how quick the halfback dive is, or the halfback handoff. So you can dive it inside on the slot. Yeah, that's not a bad changeup. Get some good blocking there. So there's things you can do, of course. Can motion? No, I can't motion snap. Would be kind of neat. But things to be explored. Do my ebook on it. All right, next go back to the gameplay updates. Added functionality that allows slot receivers motion out wide from single back tight slots, single back tight flex formations. Yeah, so exactly what it says. You can motion them instead of just across. You can motion them wide, which is the slot receiver. You could always motion the wide receiver because, here, I'll show it to you. So it's single back tight flex. Oop, let me bring you guys over. Don't do this without you guys seeing. Single back tight flex. So this pack out and ups, it's a good double move to beat man-to-man coverage. They said you weren't able to motion the slot before. I don't know if I ever tried to motion the slot outwards. But yeah, now you can. Nice. Maybe it wasn't him. He's off line of scrimmage. It feels like he should always be able to move. Maybe it was Jones. Jones cannot go out. Jones can go across. He can't go across. Huh. Did I just get lied to? Hey, let me run. Maybe it's an issue. Maybe it's an issue with motioning something and trying to motion again. Let me try this again. Did they lie? Did they lie to me? Yeah, they lied to us. Jones can't motion. Never mind. He can't motion out. He can motion across. Alright, that's a blatant lie. They even mentioned tight flex. They even fucking mentioned tight flex. Did they mean this slot? Like, Allen can motion. Brown looks like he can motion. Jones can't. I know Gronk can. I don't know. So, why are you always lying? Maybe because he's the only wide receiver over there. They don't consider him the slot because there's a tight end and a wide receiver over there. Whereas on the left, you have a wide receiver and a wide receiver. So the inside guy would be the slot over there, but not on the right. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing it. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it's right. Don't seem like it's right. Single back tight flex formation. Huh. Updated the alignment for kickoff returns formation to that exploits around pinning opponents deep in the territory with consistent coughing corner kickoffs. So this has to do with like the scum kick, but not really the scum kick. I think this is a scum kick. Catching, pass coverage, blocking. All right, we got a lot to go through, so I'll keep going. I know they. I think is this the only mention of the scum kick? Basically, they nerfed the scum kick, so where like if you do that wildly inaccurate one, it doesn't like perfectly hit the sidelines and then bounce down. You can still kick it to the fullback, I'd imagine, because that wasn't based off misaccuracy. But basically, the scum kick was based off like completely missing it, and then like it going to a perfect spot and scum kicking down. I'm sure. This is one thing I've found over the years. As many times they've patched the kickoff and the scum kick, players have found a way around it, found a new scum kick. So give it a few weeks, and I'm sure you're going to see people pop up. It depends on who decides to hit the lab and find it, but I'm sure you're going to see a new scum kick pop up. But for now, just expect the ball to be kicked to your fullback, because you should never kick it deep to Deion Sanders and those returners, because the kickoff return is very powerful. We've seen people lose a lot of games like that. So definitely keep kicking to the fullback. Franco's very good. Franco's busted some returns on me now, so I'm going to have to think of something else to kick it to. All right, moving on. Some plays in the Hail Mary spread formation via custom playbooks will be no longer available in practice mode to avoid some stability issues. All right, that's fine. Good. Practice mode getting nerfed because some custom playbooks had a glitch. I mean, custom playbooks, they're great but if you're gonna crash the game, it's probably best to take it out. I know it's the lazy way around, lazy development, but it seems like such a minor thing if that's the only thing causing stability issues. Ideally, you'd find the thing or the reason why it would crash or cause those stability issues rather than like doing like the band-aid part. Like you want to find the underlying disease, not necessarily just fix the symptoms. So it is what it is. Maybe it's a virus they can't get rid of. Madden's got the herp. Updated logic around coach cam play art to address cases where QB contain and blitz play art could sometimes provide peace in that. Alright, so they fixed the run pass tell glitch. I didn't put it on my channel, but I saw D-Money put it on his. So, good. Glad it's gone. Glad they got rid of it. Congrats. Good. So, hopefully that before it really spread to the ladder, they got rid of it. Tuning. Remove the 10-second runoff penalty after the offense takes an intentional delay a game penalty, which usually expected to run more time off from the opponent's ensuing possession. Good. Yeah. I mean, as long as it follows the rules of the NFL. When it follows... Yeah. Sorry, I'm reading the next paragraph. Good. Glad. Love it. Tune to prevent offensive players from sometimes popping after the huddle break. Okay. Address an issue preventing stats from always being tracked. Okay. Tune the camera flip after interception so the user less likely to briefly run in the wrong direction as camera flips completes. Their camera flip, I don't know why. I think it was after the first patch last year. Their camera flip was perfect in my opinion, and then they kept changing it. I don't know if people kept complaining about it, but like, why don't they just go back? This is something I haven't tested because I haven't been in game. I haven't been head to head this morning. Why don't they just change it where they remember they used to pause it and turn? What was wrong with the pause and turn? Where like they made it like Matrix style. Like were people like super against that? Their game actually having like some sort of cinematic camera turn, or is it too slow for people? I don't understand why they changed that. What was wrong with it? But it feels like the way that they've been trying to do it since then, they've completely effed it with the exception of that one time. So go back to the old method if this new stuff just stopped if it wasn't working for you. So we'll see though. Maybe they completely fixed it and that complaints for naught. Tune to kickoff accuracy so inaccurate kicks will be penalized. Oh, there it is. Sorry, there's the scum kick. So what was this? Alignment for kickoff return formations to adjust exploits around pinning opponents' team zone. Assisting cough and corner kickoffs. Oh, that was my scum kick that I put out in August. Is the alignment one? Yeah, this one's the other one. All right, so take what I said before, apply it to that one, and then the alignment one is to kick it off perfectly so it bounces and then stays in bounds. So that's the difference. There's two scum kicks. There is more than two, but I think they got the third one too with that inaccurate kickoff because it was similar action with the first one. All right, fix an issue. Like if someone goes in player via off-ball injuries get stuck running off the field. I've seen guys run off the field and it's hilarious. They fixed that. No more laughs for me. I'll never laugh again, EA. Thank you. All right, catching. Address an issue to sometimes prevent the legal touching ruling from being applied correctly to receivers catching a pass after being out of bounds. Damn. I've had that ghost animations where they're like, you're on the sideline, you catch it, but then you like miraculously come back in bounds against all physics. It helps because receivers are idiots running out of bounds as often as they do. So if they nerfed the ability to stay in bounds, even though you have a receiver that should be in bounds because of their own dumbness, they're near the sidelines and potentially going out of bounds. Like when there's nobody around them and they still just you throw the ball and like, hey there, let's just put my feet on the white because I don't feel like staying in bounds because I'm an idiot receiver. So they nerf that. That's too bad. That is really too bad. God, receivers just shouldn't run out of bounds when nobody's around them. But I guess we'll go back to being frustrated at that. Instead of throwing you an open receiver and him being called inbounds and it paying off for us, they'll be idiots and be out of bounds. All right, addressed a rare issue causing the incorrect catch animation trigger when throwing late across the field. They buffed late across the field throws, huh? God damn it. Those are already... Like, do you see those guys that roll out left, chuck it all the way across the field, and your guys stand there in their zones like fucking idiots? They buffed that play? I don't know. That ain't right. That ain't right. Fuck that paying off. Like, that pays off like once every 20 years, it feels like. Like Russell Wilson in the NFC Championship game, where he threw across the body and haha Clinton Dix fell down like a fucking idiot. But yeah, across the field throws, unless they're butt naked on like a design play like that, if you got a guy in the area, it's just how bad zones play. All right. Fixed a rare issue where fumble in the end zone recovered by defender going out of bounds. We use a touchdown. Okay, good. That was an issue. Sorry, guys. Still a little sick. Real player motion. Oh, yeah. The ball carrier fell down, then he got back up and ran. That was hilarious. I love that stuff. But the people that played against didn't. And when it happens to you, you don't. Overall, it's a good thing they fixed it. Address an issue allowing players to put an auto motion before a snap, which uses an exploit. Or halfback wham, this was used. Halfback wham's still good, but this makes it a little bit less good. So, in my opinion, that is a good thing, because halfback wham should have a tell, since it is in the play art. Being able to hold left stick on it to use that exploit is wrong. Made some improvements to CPU ball carrier logic to decrease the frequency of drastic cuts and direction changes. If you're playing solos or franchise, this means something to you to make the CPU ball carrier, go more straight up and down, north south. But if you're in head-to-head, that doesn't really affect you too much. Address some rare cases of players getting frozen on the ground post-play to some cut, stick, and gang tackle animations. As long as they're up and ready for the next play, I don't care. Added some coverage logic for deep hat defender and cover 6 to cover post routes more effectively. Let's test out post routes. Let's give post routes a good old trying. Now I don't know the. All right, let me give me a good post route from a tight set. Please tell me. Gun tight slots doesn't have any. I think single back tight flex has one. There it is. PA waggle looks like the one I want to use. Yeah, let's use the PA waggle. But let's put slot corner in a audible, so that way I can test out the two different corners. All right, let's go to nickel. Auto flip, please be off. Cover 6. All right, good. So the post route that we want to look at is Brown. Will Brown pay off? Will that cover 2? Yeah, he plays it perfectly. Nice work. Throw it right in coverage. All right, that worked. Let me flip the play. So post route's going to the cover 6 side. There you go. And we'll see this one. So he plays it better. Yeah, he definitely plays it better. LT is a beast. Let me cancel the play action. Let's try this one more time with jump. Watch Julio. Watch Julio versus the safeties. And all right. I mean, you are running a post route at technically a cover 2. So he does match. But like if you really want to match better, maybe you have to position him better, like Dawkins on the inside part. Inside a post route at the cover 2 corner. Like, so this guy's man matching. These guys are all man matching over here. So it makes sense they wouldn't cover a post route from the right to the left, because they're man matching on the left. So like a post route against a cover 6, do I mind that it exploits that? It's like the perfect call for that coverage. I don't know. I don't know if I mind that. What if I like streak Allen? Is this just the killer? Does this destroy cover 6? Because it should, right? Let's try it. Y gets matched, A gets matched. All right, that's not bad. Then you just need to have like Deion Sanders there. I think Deion Sanders there covers it better than Dawkins, right? Right? Dawkins isn't a great man guy, but Dawkins was step for step with Julio. You're actually on that. That played really well. Cover 6, cover 4 got a big buff, by the way, guys. I'll show you a way to beat it easily, but it does look like, my goodness, it got buffed. Yeah, I mean, this should really exploit cover 6. Yeah, and it doesn't really. I mean, I had the man beater coming across, but woo! Try it one more time. One more time, and then we'll move on to what else? And cover 4 palms. Guess that was an issue too. Y was a little open also. But he was at almost the same route. All right, so post route looks to be pretty well covered both sides of that cover 6. Looks like they've definitely buffed it. I think a lot of game changers, or I think a few game changers are really big cover 4, cover 6 fanatics, and EA listened to them and put in the rules for it. I mean people at EA, because cover 4 is used a lot by real NFL teams. You see, what was it, the Rams Chiefs last night? Was it Sam Shields they did a cover 4 beater and Tyreek Hill just ran right by him because he fell over. Yeah, that was pretty bad. All right, next up. Added coverage logic for cover 4 palms to more effectively cover streak routes. So streak routes were an issue for cover 4 palms. I think cover 4 has a lot of trouble with verticals. And it has had. Let's do this. Nickel. Actually, I'm going to use cover 4 quarters as an audible. And then we'll do cover 4 palms. Nickel normal looks to be the meta defense after this. It just might be. So, and I'll have a couple plays to beat it. Sorry, so streak routes. Let's try it like this. Let's block Gurley. Let's see if this beat palms. Hike. Rip. This is the same way to beat quarters. I was going to show you guys this. This is how to beat quarters too. Rip. So that's Antonio Brown, not the fastest guy in the game. Lol. So what do you do? This guy, Deion Sanders, goes and covers a streak from Brown. All right, let me put Dawkins into a better spot. This is palms. All right, let's see this. Let's see this play out. That's so bad. That's so bad. Palms, you're a shit again. If somebody doesn't know how to attack, here's cover 4 quarters. I'll move him close. I'll move Dawkins closer to it too. Alright. Here's cover 4 quarters. Here's how you beat cover 4 quarters too. Cover 4 palms, cover 4 quarters. Double streak, out route. Does Gronk have to be on a drag? I don't know. I haven't really tested that much. But watch this shit. This shit's so good. Cover 4 quarters, cover 4 palms. Oh, God. This is, you need some work against trip sets again, EA. Holy shit. How do you not find this? Like, this is something I pointed out, what day 2? An out-breaking inside route. I think my thing was like an inside breaking out route, outside breaking inside route, and then a streak down the slot. Maybe I fade them so that way it's harder for Deion to catch up. This is embarrassing. All right, this is palms. This is palms. We'll try it again against palms. Are you kidding me? Yeah. So fade them. This is. I think you could do a streak or an inner out there. All right, let's try quarters here. Quarters. Fade. They don't understand trips check. So let's watch it. Let's watch it. Watch it. Oh, Deion, what are you doing? They try to fix it, but they keep fucking it up. Yeah. Congrats, EA. Cover 4 is useless again. Except for people that... Like, you're going to face cover 4. Maybe I should put in a video so that way people search it on Google. Like, oh my god, my opponent's running cover 4 and I can't run crossers against it. So, like, watch crossers. This shit, Oh, do I not have crossers in this? Do I have crossers? Alright, I'll show it against crossers. It's good against crossers and people's traditional offense. So it's a good meta call. But if you're in trips and you see crossers, dude, just make those audibles that I showed you. Alright, so nickel, cover 4 quarters. Alright, so here's the traditional setup. Oh, let me do my setup for crossers. Here's my setup for crossers. It's a lot like I forgot what the hell that name play is called. But like watch how good they cover the crossing route. B. So like he can beat that because you have Deion right there. Oh no. I didn't really. I think I was out of bounds in that. Let's move it over so I got more space to run that crosser. Alright, so here you go. Oop, clear out didn't work. And yeah, users got to cover that. So, still don't work that well against crosser. I don't know. I don't get it. EA controls this entire game in its coding and it still can't figure out crossing routes. The weirdest damn thing to me, in my opinion. Y is butt naked. X gets covered. It's a tough choice, but X gets covered okay. I mean, at least they're running with him. I don't know. People are going to run cover 4. They're going to run it right away, but you start one-playing them. And the thing is, like, then they'll start using that one-play touchdown, that streak, and then you just throw the slant underneath. Let's look at the motion fade pass against it. Let's do this. We gotta go palms. Now just watch this stuff again. Slant Gronk. Let's like this. Let's block him. I think I can also. Yeah, that covered well. That was covered well. What's nice about cover 4 also, it's got a decent pass rush. You don't see it right there, but it does have a decent pass rush. All right, so let's distract that guy over to the right. Drag, slant, block him, motion him. There, wheel. Another way of beating it. Ooh, fade B. Fade B is always harder to cover. Y's open. Wow, that was pretty well covered. That's my fake screen wheel variant. Got covered pretty well by cover 4. Anyways, just use that streak out. Either I think was it slant or also fade. Yeah, and you're just running away with it. So cover 4. They keep it playing it. It plays the flats better. This isn't true. They said this last patch and it wasn't true. I guess I'll show it again. Cover 3 sky and cover 3 match cover PA crossers more effectively. All right, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Formation. Let's do what? I got 3 wide receivers, right? 3 wide receivers. Nickel. We'll go dime. Put more athletic guys out there. Cover 3. There's double buzz. Where's my cover 3? Oh, here it is. Buzz match. There's a match. Cover 3 buzz press. Are you gonna run a lot of cover 3 buzz? Press, I mean? Let's do sky. Let's do nickel. And we'll do cover 3 match. We'll do buzz match, whatever. Alright. So, cover 3 sky. Beautiful. Move it over. Oh, fun. Let's do the setups. Here we go. And watch me rock, watch me roll. Now, this is against the Legends team, remember? Oh, man. So you're saying PA Crossers isn't dead. The expression on my face is shocking. Alright, let's switch over to... So let's cover 3. And let's go to Buzz Match. So here's the Buzz Match. Alright, block a running back. So here's my setup. Match. Wow, even wider open. Oh my goodness. Did it match at all? What was that? Did that even match? Alright. Cover 3 buzz match. Make sure that's... Alright. Try it again. So, why didn't it match? Did that not match at all? So maybe that just that cover 3 buzz match is broken. Let me try it again. Let me find another formation. Be a cross shot. Alright, dime. We'll do dime match. Cover 3. Buzz press. Didn't I see a match in here? Didn't I complain about it? Am I slow? Oh, there it is. Cover 3 buzz match. Maybe buzz matches don't match. Don't do buzz match. Over G. Give me an over G match. Cover 3 match. Oh, it's on auto flip. Alright. Alright, so here it is. Buzz match, auto flipped. Oh no, no buzz, but it is a match. Why aren't you guys matching? What the fuck? I got sacked, but... Wait, was my fade to my tight end open? I looked at it too late. I was watching my crossing out the whole time. Watch Gronk. Does he just, like, not... Oh, how is this not found? How does it take me an hour to find this? Are you kidding me? I don't get this. You employ professionals to make this game, right? This goddamn amateur here calls 3 fucking plays and beats you. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to their improvements. Address an issue where sometimes cause middle linebacker to blitz instead of playing a 3-gap receiver hook. Nice. I don't even want to test it to find out that it's broken. I didn't know how to do that anyways. Over G, cover 4 quarters. Just out of that formation. I would generally call it a nickel normal anyways. Nickel normal, I think with the CB in there, I had that. I did nickel normal whenever I did matching coverages because I feel like the CB is a better man cover than a strong safety. I guess you could sub in the CB for the strong safety. Address an issue causing the CB on cover 4 players to stop playing a assigned zone when turning up in hot route to pass block. Okay, cool. Cover 4 quarters and palms so that defenders can more effectively cover corner routes off pre-snap motion. Nice. They buffed cover 4, but in the end, you can still one play it. I mean, this is cool. This is cool, but holy crap, I'm gonna run play it. Sorry, so this video's taking so long. Holy shit. 30 minutes already. 34 minutes. Okay, so cover 4 is busted. They added cover 4 palms defend mesh route concepts. That's cool. They added play more effectively the flat route, so that way you can't just dump it off the running back every single time. Cover 3 match, defend a strafe across the field while trying to align. We use a base align and cover 3 matches. It shouldn't work. Base align is unrealistic in real life, but it is an essential part of Madden for blitz setups and whatnot. I know some people argue they should take base align out of the game. I don't, but I think here's the issue. Like in real life NFL, the players move at real life speed, whereas in Madden they don't run at real life speed. So in the real NFL, you have to like match and stay at certain spots in the field. Whereas base aligning in Madden, it's super powerful because your guys can jet out to their zones quicker than a guy. A guy can move lateral almost as fast as a guy can move full straight speed. Like we've seen guys be able to backpedal almost as fast as guys on a straight streak. So there's like no real harm to base aligning a lot of the time, with the exception of some sets. But we'll see. I think base align's it's gonna stay in Madden. It's just unrealistic, I guess, is the main complaint about it. But Madden is unrealistic. Addressed an issue preventing man coverage defenders from being able to press streak fade routes. All right, so those are old school fades. A lot of people ask me, what are old school fades? Old school fades are like, I think I have it in this book in like a empty set. Do you see this double ins? Do you see that one on the left over there? So that's an old school fade. So against like, say like a cover 2. Before it was perfect because it didn't get touched. Brown's route didn't get touched. Now it bumps it. Still great against cover 2, but at least it bumps it now, so it's not a one-play touchdown against a lot of like press coverages. So here I'll press it against cover 2. Press cover 2. Now Brown. He gets an outside release, but at least it's pressed. So that way it's harder to complete though. It's an interaction now, which ain't nothing wrong with that. Let's see if I can uninteract it by streaking guys right down the middle of the field. See it distracting the safeties a little bit. No. If you got somebody fast, you can get over there for a good hit stick on him. All right, moving forward. Blocking. Okay, sorry, we're not even in the blocking. Sorry this is taking so long. This is, I mean, patches are important things for the game. We're going to be stuck with this for another month. All right, let's do this. Let's do empty. I want to show you guys something. Empty, nickel, shoot. I want to show something else in the Bengals, but I forgot. All right, let me just send 6. Here's the 3-5 blitz. Whoops, it auto flipped on me. I want to shift the other way. There you go, and blitz. So that I really give credit to Clint because people are going to yell at him for this. So look at these contains. Now I only got 5 blocking, sending 6. Watch what happens. See how they don't really rush? We got an interior rush because of a block shed, but like, let me see if I can set this up better. All right, so we got an interior rush because of the block shed. So should be. I'm trying to get my guys off the edge for you. Do you see how? All right, see that's a solid blitz. Do you see how they kind of like hesitate out there? If those guys aren't blocked, I'm on the wrong side. I'm on the wrong. God dang it! Sorry. Fox. All right. Do you see how these guys on QB contain angles? Watch them. Watch how they won't rush. All right, let me go right here or something. See how they kind of just stand there? So people can be super salty at EA when their quarterback contain guys don't rush. But EA did that in order to fix a lot of that looping pressure, that 3-3-5 edge pressure that comes off quarterback contain angles. Was it last year? I think they just got rid of the ability for cornerbacks to get on those QB contains. This year they just made it so they actually in QB contains. So this year you need to set up your blitz like this. So there's your blitz. Then you got a looping linebacker here, user here. So send it like this. All of a sudden, 6 against 5 gets properly contained. Sorry, that's my controller. But there is a breakdown. Another similar information. We found that this problem is caused by a containing rusher, either rushing the B gap or rushing the same gap as the adjacent pass rusher. Yeah. So I mean, the logic is fine. The issue is now they just quarterback scrambling was powerful pre-patch. Always in Madden, quarterback ever since Mike Vick broke the game in 2004. Quarterback scrambling has been intense, and the best part about Madden and throwing the ball is scrambling. Sorry, not the best part, but the most effective part. That's why I say mobile quarterback is so much better than pocket passers. So now that they nerfed contains because they just literally won't rush the passer until a guy scrambles. If you have a Michael Vick, you just got to buff, right? They just buff scrambling quarterbacks. So now guys, in order to send pressure, can't have contains. So if you motion in a wide receiver, block a tight end, you can just get outside the pocket easily, right? Since the contains won't be there because nobody wants to put on contains if they're going to blitz. Because if those guys get home free, they'll just sit there and your blitz is ineffective. So now the balance of the game is completely shifted more towards scrambling quarterbacks. So your ability to have a guy like Tom Brady out on the field, you can use them, but oh my goodness, is it you are giving up a huge advantage by having a quarterback that can't move outside the pocket. It's pretty intense the way they just... I mean, this is, I'd say, not very stealth, but a huge buff. Not a stealth buff, but maybe some people didn't think about this at EA. God, I don't know if I'm a big fan of this design decision. To not have quarterback contains also rush the passer versus updating the line blocking logic to better... I mean, here's the thing. They did say they updated the pass handing off targets while engaged. Was this not enough? I would have preferred this be in here than them to fix contain. So, I don't know. I feel like there could have been a better decision made to fix the blitz, the 3-3-5 odd, which was solid, which was a good blitz. Don't get me wrong, all the competitive players are using it. I feel like there could have been a better decision. Maybe buff the run against it. Maybe make players not play zones crazy. If they're in base line, they can't cover the slot and the outside receiver on streaks. Seam routes actually work. I don't know, dudes. I'm not that happy about this design decision. About QB contains not being pass rushers. Not too happy about it, but I can see why they did it. Because QB contains, it's true. In the NFL, when you have a QB contain, you stay on, make sure he doesn't get outside the pocket, but you're also rushing the passer, right? You're more of a mush rush, but damn, you're not gonna just stop going for the passer. I guess it's a fix, kind of like how nanos were fixed by nano detection. Tough, but I can see why they did it. Address an issue causing offensive tackles to use short pass sets and shotgun formations. All right, so I want to show this. This is something I showed on my channel, the big nickel disengage glitch, a while back. So if you're in a passing set, we'll use curl flats here. Somebody comes out big nickel. This wasn't just big nickel. So what happens? You see how my play art? See how those linemen go right there? See those linemen play art right there? How they drop back so far? Here, I can even point to it right. Can I do this with multiple hands? Right. I can't do it with multiple hands. Never mind. Anyways, look at the lineman's play art. You see how those white lines drop super far back? Now watch what I do to them. Now watch as I move. I'm gonna go like this, like this. See, look at that art. Now watch it change. See how it goes short set? See how the art changes? That's how the big nickel disengage glitch happened before. So let's watch the pass rush now. Here's the pass rush now with the regular art. All right, LT still LT. He gets home, but it's not too terrible. All right, now watch it like this with this set, and now they still do a pretty decent job of protecting you. It's not that they don't get that disengage glitch, so it's still actually a pretty good pass rush. There's something about that edge rush that I think is better than normal other rush. They get on the actual edge of that. See how they get on the edge of that tackle? If the tackle's quick enough or agile enough, they can actually force them up, but sometimes they keep that edge. So that looks to be patched. Big nickel over G, or at least that in that formation. I haven't checked it in other formations. Address more. You know what? I should check that. I'll check that right now. This video's already super long. And I'm sorry. I apologize, but it is in depth. All right, let's try it in. Yeah, we'll just this doesn't matter, but this does. We'll try it in 4-3. I think under was pretty good with it. All right. Oh wait. See if we get that disengage glitch here. Nope. All right. So it looks like they fixed it in all types of forms. Next, at least the 2 forms I tested. We'll see if somebody else might find something on that. Address an issue causing a blocking fullback and halfback toss to sometimes target defender on the backside of the play versus specific defensive setups, which could result in a fumble toss. I've seen that. Good thing they fixed it. PC updates, nice. And they added the option to play squad games as a duo, which is cool. I don't think the squads is as popular as some people would make you think it is. Based off view numbers on YouTube and based off of all like what I've seen with interests on Twitch, whenever I switched to squads back in the day, like viewership dropped by like a half to like 2/3 drop. So squads, nobody likes watching it. I think a few people really like playing it. Maybe duos revives interest in it. Maybe I'll get out a duo video, but I do not know if people are going to really care. And I don't know if it's a very popular mode. So we'll see. Too bad for the people looking at Ghost as head coach. You guys are screwed are basically the main complaints. But if you only have one player to play squads with, you're in luck. They changed it. Online stability improvements. Hopefully no more DC glitches. That's it. So overall, the patch, I would give it a D. I think it fixed some things, but overall there are still a lot of things wrong with this game. They didn't mention anything about defenders win chancing more on picks. Receiver high point passes are still a little powerful. The blitzes that they fixed, 3-5 odd, which is good, but I think nickel normal. The pass rush there, at least the blitzes that I've seen with that, the hell is it? I think that the blitzes that are going to take over are the 3-5 normal, like you saw what I did, and the nickel normal. What is this? Overstorm Brave will catch on, where you pinch your line, crash them out, pinch your linebackers, and then either send them both or just the right guy, because I have a little bit of looping pressure, and it gives really good pressure. Nickel normal. Cover 4 seems to have a pretty good pass rush in it. We'll see if people start taking advantage, if people learn how to beat cover 4. Maybe I'll put out a specific video on that, like I said. So that'll, I think, will be the big one. I think dollar will have a big renaissance. The only issue is people might just go to like run sets and run on dollar. But I think the next meta will be nickel normal. After that, 3-5, he'll probably see a little bit. I'm gonna go into the Cincinnati's book and test out a little bit of 46. Say what I like that, especially with a speed package. That'll be my next. Cincinnati's gonna be my next defense. But after that, yeah, it's nice that they add a new game mode. One that I don't care that much about. I know Jake's big in the squad, so that's probably why it was added, because EA likes it. I would prefer more. I got a lot of ideas that I think would do better, but I've passed them along in videos and what before. But yeah, overall, I'm not too enthusiastic about the patch because cover 4 still issues are there, and if they make cover 4 too good, then like, what else should you call, right? If they make it really good, if you put Dion and put a couple fast guys right there at safety. So I'm fine with cover 4 having holes. But we'll see the meta, what it shakes up to be, because PA crossers still work really well, even though I said they fixed them. So yeah, overall the patch, the neat thing is I like that they're adding new plays. Split pro, they don't have the quick toss like I remember of old, unfortunately, and the handoffs are really slow. So the new split formation, I'd give that a B-. It's got some potential there with the passing, but running is really tough in it. So that's it for the video. Hopefully it didn't take too long. I'm sorry. Hopefully you stuck with me the full 50 minutes. Otherwise, thanks for watching Call to Action. I'll see you tomorrow.